Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Terrifilistic Plays Building St. Vista in City Skylines. So, right now we're just kind of finishing up North Valley. Like I said, I was going to do in-between episodes. I thought I'd just give you guys like a quick little speedy up bit of me doing so. I'm doing some pretty tight zoning in here. This is like a technique that I've seen Fluxtrance use a lot, and the end result looks pretty cool. So, I kind of took inspiration from his technique and just kind of applied it, but it's pretty much just using 2x2 zoning, for your residential, and it kind of looks cool. But, we're just kind of finishing, this area up. We're not doing anything too particular. This would be like, the area, if you were like a tourist going somewhere, this would be like where the quote-unquote the locals go, and that's kind of like what I was going for this area. It's it's kind of beachy, but it's not super touristy. But yeah, so this is going to be a little bit different of an episode than I typically do. Unfortunately, my main PC, is just not able to keep up with all the tasks of recording a video. I'm having just like really weird like audio video sync issues that I can't figure out. So I guess I'm just going to have to do post commentary on this episode, and it's a little bit different format. I was just starting to get into like feeling a little comfortable with my previous format of doing like some time-lapse live commentary, and then some cinematic footage at the end. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that, so please forgive me if the format's a little different. Leave me some feedback. Do you like this format better, or is there anything I could do better? Or if you guys have any tips on making my recording smoother, I'd greatly appreciate it. But we're about done with North Valley. I'm about to jump into a little cinematic, and you'll get like a quick little glimpse of a mayor's mansion that I did find on the Steam Workshop. And like I said in the last episode, I was just going to put more mansions on the back side of the little gated community that we have. Oh, you can see him right there. He's over by the mountain, looking amazing. Awesome. But yeah, so onto the meat and potatoes of this episode. So today we're going to do a regional airport, and I think this area down by Las Vistas is probably going to be the best area to do so. I definitely want to do an international airport. However, this area down here is just not big enough for it. The international airport's going to have like a lot of transportation and whatnot, and I don't think I'd just be able to make it work and make it look good and make it fit. I mean, I know, as you can see, I'm bringing out the land a little bit, but I would have to bring out a lot of land to make the international airport work. And I kind of want to do something custom, and I kind of want to think about it a little bit, and make something really special. So, but I do need to get more connections, outside connections into the city. So I think building like this regional airport will definitely help in getting some more outside connections to bring more tourists in and whatnot. And so that's kind of the reason why I wanted to build, just a little regional airport. And as you can see here, having some issues with the terraforming tool, like typically do. But just delete, smooth out, reapply, rinse, and repeat. And that's pretty much how it goes. But I like this angle that I have for the airport, just kind of making it fit a little better. But I think this is going to look really cool, and luckily I don't really have too many tall buildings to contend with as far as like flight paths. I don't know what trajectory, not a ballistic missile, I don't know. I'm not an airport expert by any means, so please forgive me. But I definitely want to keep it clear for the aircraft landing and whatnot. I don't want them to have clip through buildings or whatever. That'd be terrible. And then I also, in this area, want to have a passenger terminal as well for ships and whatnot, so we can, just adding another connection. Like, I think the city is like kind of starved of tourists. I mean, I have trains for outside connections, and then I have highways. But other than that, it's about it. So I think adding, you know, a passenger chip terminal and this little regional airport is really going to suffice on giving us more connections in to the city. However, one issue that I did come across is the traffic is insane, and you guys will see that here shortly. And you guys will see just crazy number of ships and planes coming through. I mean, it is insane how many ships are coming through. So I'm also going to have to build up that little overpass interchange right there a little bit, so I needed to move that university down. So now I'm just going to clean up the area and tidy it up. We're going to lay some quays down, and I really love these quays. Colossal Order did a pretty good job putting them in, and then if you just grab Bloody Pigeon's Quay Anarchy mod, it just makes it a little bit more easy to use and do some fancy things with it. And I really love using them. I mean, it just makes a coastline look all quay-like. No, it just makes it look good. Whoops, that's an issue right over there. We'll fix that here in a second. But yeah, I don't know, man. Bloody Pigeon's been doing a lot of really awesome stuff in the workshop lately as far as mods. Sometimes I wonder if the devs over at Colossal Order have talked to him at all. I don't know. Maybe that'd be something he'd be interested, or maybe he's just just getting his chops in programming and whatnot, and he's using this as a tool to learn. But I don't know. Mad props to that guy for real, and all the modders. But yeah. So, anyways, we got that looking a lot better now. Soften him up some, and this is looking much better. So here we go. We got the airport kind of running, and we can kind of see some of the traffic just pouring out of there. And I obviously need to get some more connections into the city from the airport, so I'm laying out this subway line. I should probably come back and rethink that subway line, or just make it a separate line itself. It just seems like one really long line, and I don't know if that's going to really work. But good lord, look at all that traffic. That's crazy. So yeah, just mass amounts of traffic just clogging up that one artery that we have coming in and out. So right over here, I'm just going to build another exit, and this is only an exit, it's not an entrance. I may come back and with that little triangle loop that I have for the actual regional airport and passenger port, may do some one-way road things, but we'll just see how it kind of goes right now. So like I said, that's just going to be an exit, and hopefully that will relieve some of the stress that is on that road right there, and you can just see all the cars piling out of the airport. It's kind of funny how that does it. It's just I'm gonna drive my car right out the front door, and it does it with that passenger chip terminal as well. And so here we go. I'm just gonna clean up this interchange a little bit, because when I initially did this, I was trying to have it a little more organic, and it just looked messy, especially with how the sunken highway is with Las Vistas. It's real clean and real pristine, and I just didn't like the way it was before, so I had to, go in there and clean it up. And this looks much better. I'm not exactly sure if it's how well it will work functionally, but I think it will. I think it'll be fine. So now let me just reconnect this rail and get that guy back. And now I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started on some detailing work. So let me just bring up some music right now, and I'll be back with you guys in a moment, and we'll go over what we've done. So see you guys in a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse, and I have got some work done on Las Vistas Regional Airport, and I think it turned out pretty well. Our subway system is being crazily utilized, which is a good thing. But I think we're gonna have to revisit that guy here in the future. But I may, put down some not picnic benches, but some benches and a little place to grab some food. Um, I really think the area just turned out really good. I got like all these like secure little parking areas with like little like parking toll booth things. You get your ticket, you pay by the hour, um, and I think it just turned out pretty good. I built this car park custom using the line prop tool or the prop line tool, and you pretty much just grab the parking decal and using the line function. Well, you'll have to turn off the error checking, and you just drag it out, adjust the spacing, adjust your rotation for your orientation, and you can make custom car parks all day long. It looks pretty cool. Really happy with the end result. I then also built like this little plaza park place to kind of watch the aircraft land, and this is like inspiration from, well, I got inspiration from what is that, Moho Beach, I think it's called, in St. Martin in the Caribbean, where you can just like, you're on the beach and you just watch the planes just come in and land right on top of you, which is pretty cool. And then I bought like this little, or didn't buy, I built this little utility area with, some like fuel storage and like a radar facility and communications tower and whatnot. And I think that looks pretty good. And I, built this little access road with a little secure shack. You don't want anybody just running amok up on your airport. So, yeah, got some little private jets off here to the side. I'm really happy with the way that this little regional airport turned out. I mean, it's nothing huge and crazy fancy, and I have like all kinds of traffic problems, but they're my traffic problems, and I just really like the way it turned out. But guys, I'm kind of rambling right now, so I guess that means it's time for me to wrap up the episode. So I'm gonna wrap it up like I typically do with a cinematic. And with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please throw me a like. It helps me so much. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. But with that said, guys, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next exciting episode.